So the new tournament started, which is actually 3 games, qualifying rounds, 3 games at the same time. And so I started those in addition to my duos game with Terrence in the semifinals, as well as this game. I struggle when I got more than 2 or 3 games going at a time, and having 5 games in the early stages. Ugh, I've already made some silly mistakes in these other ones. This is not my strength, so I'm sure y'all will be able to find several things that I could have done differently as I go along here. And this game being what it is, I did start it forgetting that I'm recording this game because of just clicking through everything, trying to get through all my games. Um, so I'm going with the purchase, a battleship carrier destroyer that I'm going to be putting in Sea Zone 35, moving my carrier over. Because I was able to take out that fighter, I only need 3 fighters on the boats to still have an advantage versus what Japan can bring this turn at least. And Germany did kind of what I expected they would, although there's part of me thought they might come out to 14 to try to meet up over here. But they're going to go ahead and put pressure on Africa, which makes perfect sense, and took TJ, which it didn't dawn on me until I looked at the board. I'm like, oh crud, that also opens the Suez up here. Now with my massive fleet coming here, it's going to be hard for Germany to come out, but you want to talk about putting pressure on India. If I don't close that Suez, he could sacrifice battleship transport to kill whatever I put here in Persia, and have Germany sitting here, bring Japan here, and they're pretty much guaranteed India. As is with my plate that I'm planning on. Sorry, I got a cat walking across the keyboard at the moment. uh, sorry, that but I'm planning the method I plan on playing. India is going to be at risk anyways, no matter what I do. So that is what it is. And I still don't know exactly how I'm ever going to take care of this battleship. If I will ever take care of that battleship, it's just going to make headaches. But the good news is if he keeps transporting units down here, that helps takes a little bit of pressure off Russia, I guess. The other good news is with his 13-9, 5 fighters and a bomber, I'm going to be bringing in enough Russians that and this one UK fighter that West Russia will be safe next turn at least. So that's the one good news. So I am planning on trying to take TJ, and I'm hoping he doesn't get a hit back. One of these fighters is going to have to land in Persia, which means if I don't take TJ, then I got to get enough in here to protect it from a German attack as well. So, yeah, we're going to see how this goes. The other good news is I plan on moving this infantry into here, and then my transport's going to be back here with my 4 fighters in range, this tank in range. So if he moves in, and with the transport, the fighters, and the tank, I should be able to clear that out, whether they're here or really even here. So I'm hoping to have that dead zone, although he'll probably bring another transport load into Egypt, which is going to be a bit of a headache. And that's where my U.S. load's coming in, as well as I got another backup transport of UK coming in. So this is kind of what I'm looking at. Again, this is going to be a major headache. I'm actually thinking I'm going to bring my destroyer cruiser sub back to 22 to try to chase these guys at least back north, and then be able to drop a plane of some sort with the cruiser sub, even though I really wanted to bring that cruiser sub back to meet my Indian fleet, or even go up with the U.S. Like I said, we're going to have to make sacrifices, and I think that's going to be my sacrifice, is bringing my cruiser sub up this way, and then bringing my transport down here to Africa. So anyways, bought those. My only attack is going to be this TJ attack here. Everything else is just going to be shuffling patience. Shoot, I do treat patients for a living, so shuffling troops around. So one battle, but one very important battle. I really don't want him to get hit back. I want to take this without losing anybody, but I can't sacrifice a fighter either. So got the hit. That's good. Ah, whew. All right. I can breathe a little bit. So yeah, I'm gonna bring him in here to plug him up. Bring him on down. One's gonna go there. One's gonna have to go here. Gonna be bringing the carrier. Bringing this guy back. Alright, we got one fighter there, two fighters. Here's fighter number 3 coming down. Do I need to protect him other than an AA from any Japanese air? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. So he has a bomber that can hit there, but you know what? I am going to move one infantry back. I want to try to make sure I keep Yunnan, if at all possible, dead zoned with my 4 fighters and as many, my 6 men. So you know what? I'm going to even bring him. I'm going to bring him back. There, okay. So yeah, I think we're going to chase his guys off as much as possible. It's the advantage of the sub down here. So, I mean, sub 26, well, okay, I do get it. So transport here gets me to 28 and coming around, back around to the Indian fleet. I think I kind of like that a little bit better. If we end up chasing him off, then I'll probably send my blank transport back up to the Atlantic. Right now, that doesn't, he's got to just, they got to retreat all the way down. But I'm going to keep this transport on around. There's a decent chance in this play that we end up taking DEI with UK, so I'm going to need a couple transports just to be shucking units back and forth there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they can't reach me. They can't reach me. They're going to be moving down here as well. This guy on over. Alright, so that's going to be my play. I'm going to be dropping battleship, carrier, destroyer right here. I'm going to pause the video for just 1 second. I'm going to do a calculator real quick on what this looks like if they move to stack that. Sorry for the jump there. I'm going to pause the video real quick to just run that calculator just to double check things. My whole screen blanked out and then came back and was a black screen, so I had to restart, so I'm sure the video jumped a little bit there. But anyways, point being, whether I have 7 infantry or 8 infantry here, if he wants to stack Burma, he can. Between 2, 4, 5, 6, him grabbing 2, 7, 8, and then them bringing down 4, bringing 12 units here, I'll have 4 boats and at best 8 infantry. I mean 4 planes and at best 8 infantry. So that's not going to happen. So like I said, if he really wants to push it, he can. If he comes and stacks 36 with this whole fleet, the only good thing is if he goes to 36 with the fleet, the U.S. is going to come to 58. And so I'm going to just make it as difficult as possible and make him commit to India if he's going to commit to India, and have my U.S. fleet coming in and really kind of dead zoning the water. So if he ends up have to take his fleet, so if I leave my guys at a disadvantage there and he has to crash into them, then his fleet's sitting down here. I'll be able to come in and then bring in all my builds coming in. I'll dead zone at least the Tokyo waters. Don't like giving up India, but Like I said, this game, we have to get creative on this game. So good news is this was good deal here. So, now we've got this tank plus 2 infantry I can bring over, plus 4 fighters, or actually, yeah, 4 fighters. If he goes into here, we've actually got a 5th fighter. Um, if he stays put, we still got two. We got 2 infantry, a tank, 2 more infantry, plus the fighters. So hopefully, we're gonna have Africa detained outside of any bad dice. Again, he could bring more troops down because I really have no plan for neutralizing them. I mean, if he stays in 17, again, I got fighters. I could take care of them. But so this is still a headache, but I'm glad I took the TJ part.